In this video, I'm going to share with you the best checkout experience so you can understand which one you need to design for your business so that you can get higher conversions, or in simple words, make more money. Hi, my name is Peter Doherty. I'm the CEO and founder of Dashniks, where we provide technology and education so that you can start and manage and grow your online business without complicated setups or wasting time and money on stuff that doesn't matter. If you love simplicity, speed, and results, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and bell button as well so you get notified whenever we release the next educational video right in this channel. Now, in this video, we are going to be talking about the best checkout experience. I'm going to share with you a couple of checkout types, and I'm going to explain to you which one you need to choose based on what kind of business you are running. I'm also going to show you a large research and how that research impacted our decision to build one particular checkout over another, and which one you should choose. Also, I'm going to share with you where you can see the review of Apple, Nike, and Adidas and other big brand checkouts to see which one performs better and how that all plays the role when it comes to conversions and making more money for your business. And finally, I'm going to show you two checkout experiences, one on desktop and mobile, and you'll see how they are different and why they should be different if you want to capture more sales from your store and with your business. So let's get started. Now, when it comes to best checkout experience, generally there are two types of checkouts that people use. One is the two-step checkout. As you can see right now on the screen, there is a first step where you enter some information, and then there is a second step where people have more choices before they can complete the checkout. And then there is also a single page checkout where everything is laid down and people can see everything. They can enter all the information and complete the checkout right from that single page. And from the outside looking, it seems like the single page is the best checkout experience. But as a business owner, you need to think differently about these things. You need to find a compromise between the user experience and conversions, where you want to find a balance and find a checkout that makes the most money for your business. And this is why I want to compare these two checkouts real quick and share with you which checkout type you would use for different business models. So let's hop behind the computer and let me share this with you right now. Now, the way how I look at between the single page checkout and multi-step checkout is that typically the single page checkout is better for information products because you don't have any kind of variables like shipping information and things like that. So you can just list this stuff that people are getting on the page. You can provide testimonials from customers, and pretty much that's about it. You can just ask for name, email address. You don't need any other additional information like shipping address, and there's no other calculations whatsoever, which is why we prefer to use a single page checkout for information and for literally digital products, right? Now, when it comes to the e-commerce stuff and physical products or services, it's a little bit different because here we want to have more information from customers. So we want to capture the customer information on the first step, so such as email address, name, and maybe the address itself, so that in case they stop checking out, we can follow up with them and see what's going on, and maybe we can help them to finish the checkout. And then on the second step, we want to ask for shipping information. We want to calculate the shipping. We want to provide more shipping options and things like that. And this is why having a multi-step checkout for the e-commerce store or where you are selling services, so where there are more variables, it's a better solution overall than a single page checkout. Now, when we decided to design the checkout for the Dashnext PowerTech platform, we didn't want to just go out and check some random other stores and then based on their checkout design ours. We wanted to understand what really works and what doesn't work right now, and we wanted to design the checkout from ground up. And for this reason, we went to Baymard Institute, which is based in Denmark, and they have done enormous e-commerce design studies across thousands of different websites, including some of the biggest brands in the world. And they really provide this benchmark of kind of reference for any designer who is designing the e-commerce website or e-commerce checkout to really understand what's working right now. And so what we did, we purchased the mobile e-commerce page design study, and it's about 400 pages of in-depth study of different elements of an e-commerce store, including carts and checkouts. And so we went through those designs and we analyzed these designs to understand what is working on some of the biggest brands in the world right now and how we can adopt what's working for them right now in order to really get the result for our users. And so you can see that they have studied brands like Apple, like Sears, like Staples, Adidas, Nike, Urban Outfitters, and just thousands of other top level brands in the world to really understand what's working and what's not working in order to provide the best e-commerce checkout experience for the user and also for the business. So after studying this 400-page report with different carts and checkouts, and after looking at all of these little details and little user experiences, we said, all right, that's all great, but there is one thing which we need to decide about right now, and that is, do we build a dedicated mobile checkout or we do what everybody else is doing, which is creating so-called responsive checkout? Now, if you think about where the world is going right now and you look at the mobile trends, the traffic from mobile devices and the e-commerce growth on mobile devices is staggering, right? It's just incredible. It's insane. And when you think from that perspective, you realize that you can't just build a responsive checkout experience. You need to build a checkout experience that is separate for desktop and mobile device. And for this reason, we built these two checkouts. And what I want to do right now is hop behind my computer and show you the difference between the desktop checkout experience and mobile checkout experience for the same product and the same store. So let me hop behind the computer and let me show you how they compare. So first, let's take a look at the user checkout experience on a desktop version. So here we are on the product page, we select single option, we click add products to the cart. And so now we are in the desktop version of the cart. And by the way, all of these elements like instant saving here is designed based on the Baymard Institute study that I just mentioned a moment ago. And so here users can just click checkout and they can start the checkout process. And the first step, because this is a two-step checkout, they need to provide their information such as email, name, address, phone number, and all of these obviously are configurable based on what you want. And then once they have done this, they can continue to the next step, to the second step, which is where they can select the shipping options and also look at the payment options as well. So here, as you can see, they can select whichever option they want. They can review the order, see if everything is fine, is everything as they want it. And as you can see, we also display here the instant saving, which is, as I mentioned before, based on the Baymard Institute study, because it improves conversions. It literally converts more people to sales. And as a result, you as a store owner will make more money. And now obviously if customer completes the order, everything is fine. You have gotten the sale as a store owner and everybody is happy. And by the way, if they don't complete the purchase, because we have this two-step checkout, we can capture that information in the cart and checkout system, and we can automatically follow up with them and say, hey, you forgot a product in the cart, come back, please complete the checkout. We can even design a custom campaigns around that to make sure that you close more people through the follow-up. And that's why the two-step checkout is such an important thing for an e-commerce store. So this is how the desktop checkout looks like on Dashniks PowerTech platform. And now let's take a look at the same store, same checkout on the mobile device. And now you can look at the same page here on mobile device. And as you can see right away, it looks different, right? Here we select the option, we click add product to the cart. And as you'll see, the cart looks different right away. There are steps at the top like cart, shipping, review, payments, because again, according to the Baymart Institute study, this results in more conversions because people up front know through which steps they will need to go through. So there is less cart abandonment thanks to that. And we have built that right into this. And then people can email the cart, as you can see here as well. There is a link below the checkout button where they can email the cart in case they want to finish the checkout on desktop device. And now they click the checkout and they go to the next step, which is where they can provide all the information, such as email address, name, address, zip code, and phone number. And once they are happy with that information, they can continue the checkout process. And here, what's different from desktop, as you can see, we highlight on which step people are right now. And then they can also edit the shipping address in case they see some kind of mistake somewhere. And that's important to provide on mobile device, again, to reduce the cart abandonment and checkout abandonment. And then they can select the shipping options, whichever they want. They can review everything that's in the cart. And as you can see, the cart items are actually displayed at the bottom because again, that proves to be the best for conversions. And there is also an option to edit the cart, to change the order, because that's, according to the study, is the best way to go about it. And then once people click going to the payment option, they will be able to now see everything. They can see the shipping address here, right? They can see the shipping method. They can see the order summary. They can, select a different billing address if they want to, and they can select the payment option based on what you as a store owner have configured. And again, if you look here at the bottom, there is an email ask option, which is important. So we help people in every single step to complete the purchase on mobile device. And if there is something, they can just kind of, go back or change anything they want and make the updates. But this is how we have designed two checkouts. So one is for desktop and one is for mobile, and both are automatically working simultaneously on the store, and the store is detecting from where people are coming from, and based on that, they can basically get the experience that's the best one for their device. So now you can see the difference between the desktop checkout and mobile checkout, and what kind of elements you need to take into account when you build your checkout experience. Now, if you will choose Dashniks PowerTech as your solution, then obviously these things are already built in, so you don't have to do anything. You just click a couple of buttons to enable your checkout, and all of these things will be working for you out of the box. So that's it pretty much when it comes to the best checkout experience. Now, before we wrap everything up here, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the like button as well. It helps our channel, it helps other people to discover us and experience the simplicity, speed, and results. Here at Dashniks, we are all about helping people to achieve results without wasting time on complicated setups or configurations, or wasting time and money on stuff that doesn't matter. So please hit that like button, and if you have a question, leave a question below in the comments. I will respond to those comments personally. And also, please make sure to check for some other videos on our channel. We release some awesome education here that you can use to grow your business and get results faster than you thought possible. This is Peter Ghilardi. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next video very soon. Bye for now.